about to go get them. Doubt my skills, watch me flow with them. You be so bitter. Let the pressure get hot, I'm a cold winner. Doubt my skills, watch me flow with them. Put the biggest in the yard, I'ma go get them. Yeah, the pressure been building, I'm about to fill it up. You playing the feeling, it's like in your love. Go get them, go get them. I'm about to go get them, go get them.
What's going on, Fortnite fam? Welcome back to the Reload Elite Series. This is Qualifier 2 Finals time. I know we were far apart, but now we're back again because it is time for more action from the RES. It is great to see all you guys. I hope you have had a fantastic time since I've seen you last. Speaking of that, there's some other friends here who want to see you as well. It's Kelly Link, and new to the analyst desk, it's Blake. Blake, what's up, dog? How you doing?
I am doing good, Zeke, and first off, I just want to say it is an honor to be here on the show with this amazing group of people and get to see which two duos are going to punch their tickets to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh.
Do not let Peterbot get this broken weapon. In the Reload qualifier games, Peterbot gets 4 kills on the pro player before getting the exotic stick. As the name suggests, this weapon functions as a predictor, but when your shot hits, it also removes stick. With this, Peterbot player are able to take the Hydra.
I just hope that we get something like that again today.
You know, Fortnite do what Fortnite does, and I'm hoping to see the same. We'll see, but more on that in a moment. First, let's start things off really easy. Let's talk about that format. What has led us to this moment in time? What are we playing for? Well, right now, this is the finals. Don't worry, there's a lot of things on screen. Don't freak out. Look to the right side. Finals, 8 games. We've got top 2 in NAC. We'll move on through and secure a spot in EWC later on this year. So no need to freak out. It's all good. Now, Kelly just mentioned Qualifier 1, right? We saw that come down to a single point difference of who qualified through to EWC. Why don't we take a look at that leaderboard and kind of remind ourselves what we saw and talk about how the top 3 ended up, and they all kind of had like different play styles. So all the way to the top, Cold and Rapid, they had a little bit more of like an elim and kind of placement heavy style, right, that we're kind of used to seeing, and it helped them win and walk away in first place.
Well, it's really interesting looking at Cold and Rapid and their elimination from being contested, definitely handling being contested so well. And then the second half of those eliminations coming from the end game, where they were able to kind of just run that low to mid-down game, allowing just them so many opportunities for these clean eliminations and then being able to recover. But for me right now, what I'm looking at is Cold and Rapid just announced that they're going to be joining in the Div Cups later on, and I feel like that just can only build up their synergy even more.
100% Kelly, because this is a duo that is scary. Not only because they already punched their ticket to the Esports World Cup, but because Cold has been on top in the fragger pool for the past 4 years, and Rapid has been playing some of the best Fortnite we have seen this season. But if you look at the dub map, it's a little bit confusing because why are they triple contested? It really doesn't make any sense, because if I was in this lobby, I would want to stay as far away from this duo as possible.
Yeah, right, like they've already qualified, right? They've got a spot. Why are we contesting them? Maybe just let them do their thing and let's figure out a different plan, but we'll have to see how that shakes out. We'll talk about
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Steve Ronaldo. I'm from Portugal, Ohio, and I came here. I got a call to teach you young kids on how to go back. I've been doing basketball for years. I'm one of the best cyclists.
Along the way that weren't so great, but then they had just a handful of really standout games that like helped them secure that second place.
You know, it's interesting to look at Peterbot and Koyo and to see them get second place and to just think of, you know, oh, how poorly they didn't get first place. For them, if they're not getting first, they're getting last. And for Koyo and Peterbot right now, you kind of have to wonder exactly where is their mentality. If you guys missed last night, it is announced that Peterbot and Koyo are going to be splitting up for the FNCS. However, they have already crawled for the RES. So they're kind of forced to play together. Blake, for me, there was already a question mark on how they're going to be playing, already calling.
To be a
now
GTA 5.
that, how is that going to be changing?
Or is this GTA 6
yeah, 100%
gameplay?
Kelly. And I think it's going to be changing a lot because this is obviously a duo that is very capable of winning these tournaments. They won the global championship in 2024. They proved that they're the best of the best. But now that they've split up the VR and they're already qualified, how are they going to play? Are they going to be queuing? Are they going to play like it doesn't matter? Because they really literally have nothing to lose.
I don't know, man. I don't know. My boy Polo keeps getting these left hooks, man. Let's just leave Polo alone. Anyway, let's also talk about Acorn and Bolts. This is that third place that missed out by a single point. These guys played a little more passive, right? Focusing more on placement. But now I guess the question becomes, can they come back? Can they look to qualify here today?
I mean, if you look, a very stark contrast to the first two teams that we looked at as far as eliminations go, only getting 3 eliminations across all 8 games in zones 1 through 6. So as far as passive playstyles go, this might be kind of the shining example from Acorn and Bolts. To be able to do that and then convert it into third place is absolutely incredible. And a lot of that is due to the strategy we're looking at right now. This Fizz launch pad, allowing them to kind of just stay away from everyone else and go for these height takes, definitely kept them up the leaderboard as far as placement goes.
Yeah, that high take right there that we just saw was absolutely insane. They used the launch pad and the Fizz to go in zone, take front side, and this is a duo that is very passive, and they're playing for these placement points. They're not taking the early game fights, they're playing their own game. They don't care who's fighting over here, who's fighting over there. They're farming their mats, getting their loot, and playing strictly endgame. And clearly it works, considering they're only 1 point off of qualifying in Qualifier 1.
Yeah, and I mean, Blake, you have played competitions like this, right? You've been in these high-pressure situations. Being 1 point off qualification, is that going to, like, frag your mentals, or is that kind of going to fuel you to come back stronger?
So I feel like for the average duo, yes, it is going to destroy your mental. You're like, oh man, we were so close. But a duo like Acorn and Bolts, they know that they have to bounce back. That's in the past. It's over. It's done with. We got to focus now on the present, which is today's finals. And this is a duo more than capable of getting that qual spot.
I love to hear that inside now for it's not just us following all the action. We've got Captain as well. Is Jacob PR MBF? What are your thoughts on today's competition?
My thoughts, we're looking forward to the action. We've already touched on how different reload dynamic is Jacob, and today we get to look at some pretty interesting reloads throughout, especially starting with Stevie Stats.
Yeah, I know Blake hit that in just a little bit cold and rapid. They already got their qualification spot secured for EWC, but the Lion King, Booga and King are here and they're ready to contest it. Booga is back, he's playing on 0 ping, and you got a better shot here than I think anywhere else, but you're going against cold and rapid who have nothing to lose.
And what they did best was, of course, pick up so many points. But, hey, let's talk about NA in general. We get the most exciting action. You see the Veno, you see the Reed landing just outside the logjam. They're also contested going head to get it against Nox and Mason, all of which are very much familiar with each other. Talk about, you know, a show to look forward to today.
Drops will never end in a map just like this. 40 or 20 teams all dropping in, 40 players. You got to look over at Dirty Dogs. We got Cooper and Curly going against Muzz and Sphinx. And you know Dirty doesn't always end up with players actually fighting each other, contested out, but Muzz and Sphinx might have all the confidence in the world going in today. They're your Division 1 champions of just yesterday night.
Talk about old friends. I'm looking forward to it.
MBF B2, man, and even kind of harkening back to yesterday, if you don't watch Aussie Antics, him and JGR took time to cast those difficult finals, and it was amazing. It's got me so amped for today and Reload. Now let's touch on a couple things before we start to get ready to kick off the competition. Blake, we've got some changes to the loophole as far as shotguns are concerned.
Yes, we do. You are correct, Zeke. So, the Morphite Pump and the Morphite Tac are out, being replaced with the OG Pump Shotgun that we all know and love, and the Maven Shotgun. But the Sentinel Pump and the Ranger are still in. And in my opinion, Kelly, I think most of these pros are still going to be running the Sentinel Pump Shotgun, not only because of the high damage output, but also because of the high structured damage.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see too much variation when it comes to the loadout between quarter 1 finals or the quarterfinals and what we see here today. But for me, I want to see some more fun items. You know, we already got to see the Goldfish last finals, and I saw a Spink rifle, if I'm not mistaken, from Peterbot, so maybe we'll get a little bit of that too, Zeke.
You know, again, Fortnite do what Fortnite do. You know, in EU, we saw an exotic come out for Game 8, and it was incredible, right? Like, it's going to be an amazing time. We can't wait to get into it. Let's take a look at this lobby list. Who are we seeing compete here today? A lot of names we saw from Qualifier 1 who did perform well are back again. Let's start this off with Clicks and Pigs. Blake, is this it? Can they redeem themselves today?
Well, we all know about the Click 4th place curse, which they got in Qualifier 1, but the good news is, if you are a Click fan, that might just be enough today to qualify them to the EWC. With 2 two teams already qualified, Cold and Rapid, Peterbot, Poyo. If they get top 2 again, that spot is going to be right down the court. And when you have a solo clutch player like Higgs, who can clutch all the way from first moving to the end of the game, and a player as consistent as Click since the 2019 Fortnite World Cup, I would say you're looking pretty good, Kelly.
Oh my gosh, that solo clutch from Higgs brings him from something like 30th to top 6. Absolutely incredible. I mean, that is why he won the solo tournament. But if you're talking about good luck, we have to talk about the bad luck. Clicks and Higgs already a target on them in regards to Peterbot and Poyo. Now with Peterbot and Poyo already falling and having added drama to the mix, I'm wondering exactly how they're going to be refocusing their frustrations and who's going to be in their line of sight. And I'm afraid it might be Clicks and Higgs.
Let's not hope. Let's not say that, Kelly. Everything's good, right? Clicks is good. He's an emotional player when he's riding highs. Vibes are good. I mean, he won last night's Astral Rift Rumble, you know, the Honkai Star Rail collab. Things are great for Clicks. So today is going to be a brand new day. Clicks fans, rise up. Let's talk about another duo, Veno and Reese. So we actually had Veno come over to NA and then decide, you know what, things are chill here. I'm going to go back to EU. But he comes back, and Kelly Link, he's duoed up with Reed.
I don't think that was on anyone's bingo board, but I'm definitely not upset by it. Reed, you know, used to be the WP King, joined by Veno, who is one of the most aggressive IGLs in the game. Honestly, this might be a match made in heaven. I love to see them compete together. They've already done pretty well. They were in a very, very difficult heat in Heat 1, Blake, and they performed pretty well.
Yeah, it was definitely not on my bingo card, Kelly. But with Veno coming to NA, dueling up with Reed, who has been cycling through duos all season long. He's been dropped, he's been the one dropping, but clearly they've shown that this is a top tier duo, getting 4th place in Heat 1, which is arguably the hardest heat seed.
Bro. I mean, that's right, right? I don't know. I want to see how this goes. It's got to be sick. Now, let's talk about the more duos. We're getting close to competition. Kanata and Kerr. Now, what's interesting here is Kerr actually used to duo with Praise, but now we've had a big shakeup. Is Kanata and Kerr? What can we expect out of this duo today?
Yeah, Kerr with Praise getting that 5th place. You know, doing a pretty good job of splitting up, joining Kanata, going over there on Foxy Flip 8. Uncontested. Honestly, this is a duo I think can easily break into the top 4, which would get them that qualification spot. For the players in the game. I mean, Kerr, if you actually look at the stats, during the last finals, he had the most amount of eliminations, beating out Peterbot, Rapid, and Cole. So as far as those two together, I definitely think they have a chance to qualify.
Yeah, like you just said, they got 5th place in qualifier 1. Kerr and Crazed. Well, we're in the NA Central region. That does not mean that you are safe. That you are locked in with your duo, because snake innings happen all the time. And I think Kerr pairing up with Kanata is a great decision, because Kanata has proven time and time again for almost 7 years now that he knows how to get the job done. It doesn't matter what the loophole is, it doesn't matter what the meta is, he always finds a way.
Dude, when you've got a track record like Kanata, it's hard not to know he's constantly cooking, right? He's always got something in the back of his mind, like, let's just try this. Maybe I can get this shake-up. Maybe I can duo with this player. I have all faith in Kanata. Let's talk about another duo, Agers and Ritual coming together here. Do they have what it takes? Could we see a qual out of this duo?
I mean, 100%. I mean, if you look at them individually from where they were in their trios, Ritual and Agers, kind of these leftover players, especially when you look at people like Peterbot and Cole, Acorn, you know, all the players that they were in their trios before. So to see them join together, especially for something like the RES, I think that there's a lot of potential here. I mean, Ritual did win the most recent EWC last year, and a lot of eyes were on him, if I'm not mistaken. He actually got the MVP. So to see him joined by Agers, an incredible fragging player, I think that there's a lot of possibility here. And I say that with an asterisk because they are triple contested on Stilt Town, so Blake, as good as they might be, I don't know if he's going to be able to beat out
Yeah, being triple contested no matter what the game mode is obviously going to be a rough time. But this is a duo that's been on fire recently. Ritual has something to prove. He's trying to beat these carried by Peterbot allegations, which clearly are true, because they got 3rd place yesterday in the Div Cup. They got 2nd place the week before. They have been going crazy. So it's going to be exciting to see if they can translate those BR skills into reload.
Guys, 30 seconds before we kick off competition. Really quick, I want to get your expectations on the day.
Chaos. Pure chaos.
Yeah,
I'm like, your expectations.
I don't know. Clicks and Hayes, they might have a rough tournament. We're going to have to see. It kind of just depends on how Peterbot and Poyo are playing, but I'm so excited to see what happens.
Oh boy! All right, Fortnite fam, it is that time. Find your seats on the bus. The RES starts now.
Thank you so much, Zeke, Kelly, and Blake for kind of breaking down all the action of what we're going to see today, Monster. And honestly, it's pretty exciting. This is only qualifier 2, and I feel like the stakes have never been higher.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, I'm excited. Obviously, I jumped the gun right there. I want to see who's going to deliver the goods, Jacob. My mind is looking so forward to the games that are up ahead here. I mean, there's so much to look forward to, and they hit that at best. We got a lot here happening on the map.
Yeah, 8 games today, new duo, some that are changing. Might have been affected because of the drop spots, only 2 spots up for grabs in qualifier 2 for that EWC final later this year. And I kind of got to maybe put you on the spot. Who do you think could be one of those teams, Monster?
I mean, definitely looking towards Acorn, right? Like, everyone knows he's got what it takes. He's clearly here, and it sounds